the Google removing Indian apps. The government sources are telling us that after the intervention of Union Minister of Electronics and IT, Ashwini Vaishnav, Google has restored all the apps. Now, the minister has called a meeting with Google on Monday. Remember, we got you the story first. And now, after center's wrap, Google has restored the Indian apps. Remember, Google had started removing apps, Indian apps. At least 10 of the Indian apps were removed from the Google Play Store. And there was a lot of flack that was drawn by the Google, and it had delisted several of the Indian apps. And Ashwini Vaishnav had a short intervention. And after this intervention, he, of course, called for a meeting on Monday, and also restoring of apps is taking place right now. This is the latest we have right now. Google had removed Indian apps. It did not name firms, but companies including Jeevan Sathi and Shaadi.com and several others had received the notice of non-compliance from Google, remember. And the removal from Play Store, of course, was expected to affect the business of these companies, and startups, of course, would have been particularly hit very badly. But right now, after the intervention of the Union Minister, what we understand is that the Google has restored all the apps, and this is a big update we're getting in right now as per sources. I believe we are getting in reactions from, all right, Executive Editor of Politics, Aishwarya Kapoor is joining us on the broadcast for more. Aishwarya, this is big update coming in right now, and there seems to be a big relief for the companies there, especially the startup companies and several of the tech companies who had been suffering. Google had started removing the apps, and now the IT minister's intervention has led to Google restoring those apps.
Well, that's right. At this point of time, we are being clearly told and confirmed that after the direct intervention of Cabinet Minister Ashwini Vaishnav and directly speaking with the Google chief, these kind of drastic changes are right now being implemented by Google. This is after that there were several complaints being filed by the Indian entrepreneurs back to the government, and after receiving those complaints, the minister getting in touch with the Google to make sure that the changes are being implemented the way it is required. It's also not only technologically wrong, but also ethically wrong. And then the Indian government trying to convince and convey the same to Google, making it happen after the direct and prompt intervention of the Cabinet Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. Back to you in the studios.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for joining us with those details. So, Centre has called for a meeting with the Google on Monday. And what we understand is that in a relief for various companies, the apps have been restored by Google after the government's intervention.